Is it hard? Not yay? It is hard. Ah, are you hard? I've been silking my song since it came out. Damn, 2 days? You mean last week? Oh shit, did it come out last week? Oh, dude, I'm losing the days. The dementia is hitting me. Ah, you should play it. Hell no, bro. I saw gameplay. I know. Listen. It's a good game. I'm very happy that you like to suffer, okay? I approve of it. There's nothing more attractive than a man suffering and sweating in front of the PC. I appreciate you, but I don't think so, baby girl. I ain't like that.
Line of AAA flops in the gaming industry, games that have cost once legendary studios hundreds of millions of
Oh my god, I love Concord. I simply love it.
dollars and countless layoffs, and what's made those failures even more embarrassing for these companies is the fact that a lot of indie games during that time have had immense levels of success with development teams that you can typically count on one hand. And
I like the art direction.
Happy 14
So
months.
Hey,
Screwheart's
Ippy.
glad to see the yap cat yapping all the
Yum,
way.
yum, 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 yum.
Pokatos, you are too cute. Pokato, so cute.
Aww.
in terms of the number of developers needed to make these breakout hits. Now, of course, we have seen...
What do you guys think? Who is going to get Game of the Year? Is it going to be Silksong or Claire Obscure? What you think? I think it's going to go down to this two. It's going to be one or the other. You think Claire? Will you play Silksong? Oh, no. You think it's going to be E33? It has to be. Is it? You know, I think you're right. Everyone was like Silksong is also, I'm sure that it's going to be very popular, but holy shit. Alright. Whoever told me to look into the fan art channel, I hate you. Also, wait a second, that guy is Hungarian? Ugh.
The recent release of Hollow Knight Silksong. This is the sequel to the previous Hollow Knight game that sold around 15 million copies back in 2017. And this game was recently announced in terms of its release date. It was announced only about 2 weeks before September 4th when this game was released, and at a $20 price point.
Dude, I guarantee you that there's like a bunch of people working from Concord who look at these numbers and they are just sobbing. You know, they are just like, just look at it and it's just like, we fucked up. Or even Ubisoft with, you know, what was it? Assassin's Creed, definitely the darkest Japanese samurai ever known to existence. You know? There's 700 million mistake, bro. I can't believe that. I wanted to buy Assassin's Creed so bad. I was like, it's going to be placed in Japan. I fucking love Japan. It's going to be POG. And then I didn't. Why? Because I thought it would be cool. And then I kept watching the videos about how awful it's going to be. And I was like, no.
I don't think it's really too surprising to add up all those factors, and when you look at the success, it just adds up.
These recent years have been so bad for games like Dragon Age, Assassin's Creed, the fucking Concord. There was like, you know, that annoying talking weapon game. Avowed was just okay. Have I ever visited Japan? No, not yet. I wish.
Right.
I
right
wish.
now, nearly 500,000 in-game players. Here's the chart so far over the first couple of days. Every day peaking over 500K. This is a massive, massive success. And again, looking at the total picture, all of the factors involved, I don't think a lot of people are really surprised by this. In fact...
Dude, the amount of people who got so angry that they launched it on $20. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they could have totally sell it for 40 and everyone would have said that, yes, that's fair, that's perfect, we love you. And the fact that they placed it for 20 pissed so many people off. It was crazy. I'm not saying that they should have pushed it for 40. I just think that if they would have, no one would have questioned it. Like, they would have been able to get away with it. But the fact that they did it so cheap, it actually actively pissed people off.
Things are probably going better than a lot of people expected, especially around that $20 price point. It's really that easy, ladies and gentlemen. Come out with a good, enjoyable experience and give it a reasonable price point, and people will really look fondly upon your game and your company.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what I was trying to, like I don't understand why people don't get it. The thing is that Silksong is $20. It's not just like, oh, yeah, hee ha ha, it's cheap, but like everyone thinks so highly of the company. Like, this game, it might not be perfect. It might have bugs. It might be super hard, but everyone is going to glaze it because of the goodwill of the people, you know? Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, I was saying that I don't even want to play it because it's not my cup of tea, but I was thinking about buying it because these are the companies we want to keep around, you know?
In fact, Silksong is doing so well, even known game pirates are encouraging people to just buy it instead of steal it, which is pretty unheard of. On top of that, some other fans are hoping to give more money than the $20 they already gave because they think it was worth more than that $20 price point. So clearly a lot of goodwill has been...
You can do what I did. For example, I really like Alien Isolation, right? And I had Alien... There was this one time when it was free on the Epic Store. So I got it from there. But then I was like, I love it so much that I bought it on Steam just to support them. So I have it on 2 platforms because it was really good.
Been generated here along with a lot of sales. Now, this has been a total disruption for the gaming industry. It has served as a major embarrassment for a lot of the AAA titles, and also a lot of indie developers are really scratching their heads and trying to figure out how to fix what's going on, including having to delay and postpone their release dates because they were caught off guard by this last-minute release date announcement from Silksong, and they believe they are being dwarfed by the success, and there won't be any attention left for them. But
okay, to be fair, that's probably right. Like, this is a big thing. Like, I don't know much about Silksong, but even I know that people waited like a decade for this game to finally come out.
This is all crazy because you think about what's going on in the industry and how crazy things have gotten with these bloated budgets and huge...
Gentlemen, have you noticed the lack of short, blue-haired females in the team? I am noticing. Where are the short, blue-haired ladies who could just give some extra essence to this conversation? Where are they? What happened?
Huge teams working on games that end up flopping. Then you look at Team Cherry, who's responsible for Hollow Knight, Silksong, and their core development team consists of 3 dudes. It's just 3 people.
I guarantee you that there were a few people already online who looked at this picture and they already said that this is a racist team. I guarantee you, I already see the tweets in front of my... I close my eyes and I already see it. These guys are misogynistic and they are racist and they are bad people and they are... I think one has a girlfriend. I don't know. That's beside the point.
Who are responsible for a game that is literally disrupting the industry right now, and it's pretty impressive. Then you look around at like Ubisoft and the other usual suspects who are trying to push the idea of quadruple A price points, trying to sell you on games like Skull and Bones with nearly billion-dollar budgets.
I loved the quadruple A is not quadruple A because it's so good. It's just the price is so expensive. Like, I don't know what the fuck are we going to do when all of the games are going to become like $100. Like, I don't think I want to buy 100. If you buy one game every month, that's 1,200 for a year. That's insane. spending so much money on a freaking game? I don't know, man. Hey, yo!
And then being completely shocked when, well, people don't feel like they have to give their money over to these companies. And they're also the ones trying to convince you that you should get used to not owning your games. But then they get squashed by these indie developers, and it's honestly pretty cathartic to see. On top of that, the future doesn't look too bright for some other AAA releases. Marathon is...
God, I saw the trailer for this. It was the most bland, boring, lame sauce fucking thing I have ever seen. Holy fucking shit. It was so uninspiring. I freaking hated it.
One that was supposed to disrupt the shooting game scene.
It was
and
so
we've
bad.
seen how that's been playing out. A lot of
the trailer looks so good. The animations and the story animation was good, but the gameplay, like the entire map looks like it's half finished. It looks like something they pulled out of Unity and they just like slapped it on. I get it that it's an aesthetic, but it looks just so bad.
The gameplay and designs have been heavily
so
criticized and left people very underwhelmed. And their initial release date was supposed to be towards the end of September. That has been delayed. Probably good news for them because Silksong would have also pushed them a bit too. And you compare what's going on with Silksong.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think they can save it. Marathon is so barebone and so generic and so lame. I don't think they will be able to actually make something out of it. It has such a... I hate this dumbass style that is like lately so popular. This overly colorful, dumbed down, children whatever style, but you're also trying to make it like more adult oriented, but it just looks very dumbass like. Yeah, it is for kids, but it's also it's too boring to be for kids.
Song just kind of dropping when it's ready and people flock to it. Then you have Bungie offering $500 gift cards to people who participate in the next playtest.
Listen, the corn is gonna be good about that one singular character. Anything else, I'm not interested in.
They have to pay people $500 to just want to playtest this game. It is going to be such a disaster, but you would think maybe there's something to learn here. If you look around at everything happening with Silksong, other indie games, and the scene generally, maybe there's some lessons to be learned. Well, not according to these journalists who are trying their best.
Is Hollow Knight Silksong's cheap price a problem for other indie games? Devs and publishers weigh up its impact. People have less money now and are buying fewer games. Wait, but if they have less money, then isn't it better that it's cheaper? What?
Best to not sound as petty as they really are. You can see this coming from Eurogamer. Is Hollow Knight Silksong's cheap price a problem for other indie games? Devs and publishers weigh up its impact. In quotes here, people have less money now and are buying fewer games.
Bro, we have
to... Almost 2 years together now. You are still cute as always. Cute.
Dude, we have to erase the job of the job of game journalism, okay? We will have to tie becoming a game journalist to some achievement. Like, you have to defeat Dark Souls and Elden Ring before you are allowed to write articles or some shit like that. Because we have all these retards who don't even know how to play games and they come out with these dumbass freaking takes. Like, holy shit.
End quote. Wow. Who saw that coming? What are you telling me that people will spend $20 on an enjoyable experience over overpriced slop? That's crazy. But you can see the narrative being set here. It's not just about the blow.
Dude, I still remember that Cuphead guy. The one was it the double jump or the jump and dash he couldn't figure out? And he was raging that Cuphead is so fucking hard. And it was mind-boggling. Oh my god. Listen, I'm a girl, okay? I only play lame fucking games. No skills required. Okay? But I think even I would have been able to do it. And it's so embarrassing, man. RA4 is not lame? Okay. But, you sure? I mean, come on, the tutorial? Surely. Would I be angry? Probably. But,
Loaded AAA games out there.
Ring.
It's also indie developers who are responding, let's just say, not the best to this sudden release date that was shared about 2 weeks ago. And, they've been taking it to Blue Sky. Here is a developer of a different indie project here, Unbeatable, where they say this: Silksong honestly should have cost $40, and I'm not even joking. I would go so far as to say it's bad.
What?
It doesn't. But it will have effects, and not all those effects are good. So
I feel like this is going to be like Baldur's Gate again. Remember when Baldur's Gate came out and like all the AAA companies started to shit themselves and say that like, the gamers cannot possibly expect us to make a game onto that quality. Like, oh my god, Baldur's Gate. I remember that. Jesus Christ. Also, have you guys noticed that every time you guys get like a news from Blue Sky, it's always a certain amount of people and they are like a certain type? And it's the kind of type that you wouldn't even allow to like serve coffee to you because they have the IQ of like a dried cum sock accidentally abandoned under your couch. Yeah, I sort of noticed.
right off the bat,
hello,
they're trying to basically say, hello, how do you do, fellow gamers? We should increase the price of this game. Are you on board? No. No gamer is going to look at this and say, oh yeah, this game should be $40 for sure. No, I think we've just been so hammered down with bloated pricing.
I would love to see what kind of game this guy has.
Where $20 seems pretty incredible for an indie game even. And I'm glad people are responding so well. There's something to be learned here, but...
This isn't about Silksong. It's about that this guy is trying to make a game, and his game is not as good as Silksong. And now, if he will place his one for 40, then he will get a bunch of comparisons that, hey, this is not even good as Silksong, and Silksong was 20. And that's what he doesn't want. It has nothing to do about like, oh, the industry. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's setting a bad precedent at my ass.
They're trying to say
he is
that this
mad.
price point, because the game is so successful, is going to cause issues for other indie developers. But they continue on saying millions of people will probably buy Silksong on day one. And it was a game that had a very low budget because the budget is these devs worked on it without direct pay for however long they wanted to do that. It had a these devs are independently wealthy budget of effectively $0. They can price however low they want.
I can't believe he said that these devs sitting on their asses and making this game for I don't know how many years, it equals to that, oh, it was essentially free. How about you set your ass for I don't know how many years, then you make a game just like that with effectively $0. Like, you are allowed to do the same. 7 years. Bro, they have worked on this game for 7 years and it costs $20 and they deserve all the success. Okay? What the fuck?
As a result, their return on investment is infinite no matter what they do. But by charging such a low amount, they are causing lizard brain signals to fire off saying this kind of game is worth $20 and you should expect this game for $20. Good. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Also, if you want to have a quote-unquote low budget, yeah, that's what happens when you have 3 core developers producing your game. And it's not like this is a fluke. They're trying to imply basically they have like this infinite budget probably because of the success of Hollow Knight, but they did this before. They had massive success, and well, they earned the right to have this very easy approach to their sequel where they can take their time and really polish it because, well, they're coming off a great success, and they, I'm assuming, are very wealthy as a result of just the first game, but definitely now even more with the sequel. But you see this idea that
I feel like people forget that when you make something more accessible, then more people are going to buy it. Like, you have to choose whether you want to be an elitist and put your game for like 60 or $100 and it will be 50 people buying it, or you will put it to 20 and there will be thousands of people buying it. It's I don't even understand why is this. The thing is that these big companies want $100 per game, but they also want a big amount of people to buy it. But they don't realize that it's so rare. Like, there is only a handful of titles that people are willing to pay for that. Like, for example, GTA, I think the next one, like, everyone and their mother will buy it, and I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it, but they are going to buy it. Or like the next Witcher game, right? Like, those, yes. But if you come out with stupid butt plug games like, I don't know, like Concord or Marathon or whatnot, like, people will just ignore it and skip it. Who cares?
people now will have this expectation that games like this...
No game is worth 100 now. I'm thinking.
So many complain. And all I hear is, oh, it's so hard to make a game, so we need 40 plus bucks. Damn, that a skillless U Expedition 33 made something worth our money, so they sold 3 million copies on 50 data. Keyword J's worth it.
Yeah. No, I think he is right. I also don't think that $100 is a fair price for a game. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think 80 is pushing it. I think a normal price should be always like 40 to 60. 80 for a AAA and nothing above. That's it. I would draw the line at tops, and even 80 I would be like something that is very fucking detailed. That's it. Yeah, 100 is way too much. And I guarantee you that in a few years we will even go above that. Like, it's not going to be 100 but 110, 120. Oof.
Or $20, good. All I'm saying is good. And they continue on saying if enough of those lizard brain signals fire, some kind of games with actual budgets to pay people will need to live are going to get priced out of existence unless they can get some kind of organic groundswell you can't play for. I'm not worried about me. Unbeatable actually is a game like that. It has the kind of following. We'll probably be fine. But we could not price Unbeatable at lower than what we're going to price it for a lot of reasons. Not every game gets lucky like we did. And we did get lucky. And it shouldn't be the default expectation.
I still think that's such a bad take. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, let's say hypothetically I would make a game. Like, I would make a visual novel and I would price it for 40. I don't think anyone would come in and be like, okay, there was this one game in 2025 that came out for 20, therefore your game sucks ass. Like, there might be that people will not buy it for 40 because they are like, oh, it's a visual novel, it only, like, I would only pay like 20 for it and that's it. But they are not going to compare it, so I don't know why he's shitting his pants that much. 40, I know, that's why the example, right? I'm not actually working on a visual novel. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disappoint you, but yeah.
No, I think you should just price the game whatever you want. And if it's good enough, people will buy it. As long as you're not going out there and doing something ridiculous with the pricing. But yeah, I mean, indie games need a little bit of groundswell.
Hentai visual novel.
How do you get games like Schedule 1 blowing up out of nowhere? I mean, you know what? I think a lot of indie developers out there could learn a thing or two. Instead of going off and saying disparaging things about gamers all the time, like,
no, man, that's the thing. I wouldn't even be able to make a hentai visual novel because MasterCard is just going to fist me, you know. So at tops, it could be ecchi. That's it, because now we cannot fucking have nice things anymore, and I hate it. It's very sad. No more bare titties. There is only implication of, oh no, I slipped mysterious white liquid at the corridor and now my panty is showing. Oh no, that's so awful. You know? Stardew is like the most successful indie game ever and was made by one guy, is still $15. Wait, Stardew is $15? Ain't no way. Is it really? Holy shit. I mean, I have it, but I bought it such a long time ago that I don't fucking know. That's crazy. Stardew Valley has so much replayability. Terraria is not even 10. Bro.
Like we see with other indie developers, maybe just like, I don't know, do your job, produce something fun, and maybe wait for those moments where some bigger streamers engage with your product and share it with their audience, and then that kicks off a big chain reaction. But there's some more reaction on Twitter this time from another indie developer saying, as a dev making a smaller Metroidvania than Silksong, which I originally thought would be fairly priced at 20 USD, what should I price it now? It'll be a 10 to 15 hour long game, but it was made by one person.
But I don't understand. Like, just because, okay, like, what they are saying is that, like, imagine that you have a bag of onions and your neighbor also has a bag of onion, and your neighbor starts selling their bag of onion in April for $10. Then in September, when you want to sell your bag of onion, you have to sell it for less than 10? What is this logic? Just price it to 20. Who the fuck cares? It's not like they are going to make it into a rule that, okay, Silksong already put the standard down. You cannot price it higher. What the fuck? What's an onion? It's an onion. How do you not know what an onion is? An onion DLC? Onion. How are we going to price the onion DLC?
With limited dev time and funds, I can't afford to give it away for free.
It's more like if someone sells onion for 5, now you can't sell paprika at 10. No, I think that's dumb. No, it's only about the onion. Don't bring the paprika into this. This is about onion selling.
I'm glad to see that the responses to this were all just saying,
onion.
Sell it for $20. You're good. Like, I think that is a fair price. I think getting into this comparison match between all these indie games is becoming a bit of a problem when one game can all of a sudden disrupt the whole market in all of the price.
I think indie games, and by like short, tiny indie games, from 10 to $30, they are perfectly fine. If it starts at 40, I'm expecting a little bit of more craftsmanship, I suppose. From 40 to 60, I'm expecting it to be like a bit either longer or be more high quality. And if it's 80, I'm expecting perfection. And if it's 100, then they can go fuck themselves.
Pricing associated with indie games, I think it's a bit much. But here's the more unhinged response.
Oh! Wait, hold up. That bitch! Wait, hold up. Gentlemen, I have also saw that tweet, and I could retweet it because I was bad, because I got pissed off, because it was a dumb guy, right? And he was saying that this is a so oh my god, this is, I didn't even notice. It's the same person. Oh my god, mom, I'm on the internet. Okay. So this was the guy, right, from the video, the lone fungus guy, and this intelligent, high quality gentleman was saying, this is a fair statement, and honestly, Team Cherry Games really does a disservice to the industry and other developers pricing Silksong so low. The level of work, craftsmanship, years, and you charge $20. I get being pro-consumer, but this would be infuriating to your colleagues in turn. Distort gamers' sense of worth. I think that was such a dumbass freaking take. And this is what I said. Are you stupid? Can we stop shilling AAA games that charge 100? Games are not supposed to cost a fortune. And a demon pack for your first child. Silksong is accessible to so many people and it's being celebrated everywhere. How is that not good? And the dumbass replied, okay, sorry. He's not a dumbass. He just looks like one. It's ironic. The only people raging on this anime authors. Bro, I wanna point out. Brother, you have 374 followers. This anime avatar bitch has 111k. So can we just at least drop the avatar shaming before we start a fucking tweet? Like, I don't want to be like that, but like, this guy looks like a 5-year-old and like a 50-year-old all in one. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, it's such a strange fucking picture. I get it. It's a nice flex that someone's boobs are on you. But AI? You think that's an AI? Nah. I don't know, man. But anyways, I was shamed for having anime avatar, okay? I'm just an anime avatar, and if $60 is the equivalence of your first child, you have bigger issues than video games. It is a good thing from a consumer perspective. Nowhere did I say otherwise. This is from a dev standpoint, and I'm fed from the only one saying it. IGN literally just wrote about it. Might have stolen my point. So wait, I want to point out that this tweet has 61 likes. But he thinks that IGN stole his idea. I want to point out that me just randomly shitting on him earned 13k likes. I'm not saying that I just don't think so. You know, I just don't think so. You know? So I was like, sorry for not having someone's boobs smushing my head on my avatar. I think the dev got so many players and goodwill from the public that they are extremely happy and with how everything turned out. And then he didn't reply back because he's a hoe. But like, I saw him arguing, where was it? In one of the comments where he was saying this outrageous thing where he was like, basically, poor people are not allowed to, or they shouldn't, buy games or whatnot. That was fucking crazy. Wait, where was it? IGN is literally the most laughed at org by gamers. Oh, dude, it's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, this one. Surely you can see the other side of this. The person who is struggling financially can still enjoy a great work of art. There are a lot of well-crafted indies that launch at 20. Spelunky 2, Cuphead, Crosscode all launched at 20. Silksong pricing is within reason. If you can't afford $40 for a video game, you shouldn't be buying video games. You have bigger problems. This guy is basically saying that if you don't have $40 to waste, then you don't deserve to relax. I'm sorry. It's time for you to go back to the mines. It's time to go back to grind. It's actually crazy. Yeah, he just called you poor and told you to fuck off. That might sound insensitive, but so bet it. If $20 is the declining difference between a purchase or not, you're gonna get your life in order before playing video games, man. God forbid someone having a bad life and not wanting to fall into depression and popping out a video game into their hands so that they are not buckling under the pressure. God forbid someone broke has a damn hobby. It's actually crazy to me. God forbid people from Easter. Okay, shut the fuck up. We can afford games. I'm not even talking about that. This guy is just so...
This guy sounds like that Borderlands 4 guy that said real players would find a way to pay for it.
Well, he's not wrong. Like, they will probably just pirate it, but it's like fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, how is the Pokemon land? Oh, it's if you're a broke boy, just say so. He literally just broke boyed the entire gaming community. I don't understand. It's like, you should be happy for it. You should be happy that there is still a gaming company who cares about the gamers, and these elitist bitches with their big boobie above their head. Oh my god, I got so angry about it.
This is a game creator over here saying,
Crazy.
This is a fair statement, and quite honestly, at Team Cherry Games really does a disservice to the industry and other developers pricing Silksong so low. The level of work, craftsmanship, years, and you charge $20. I get being pro-consumer, but this would be infuriating to your colleagues and in turn distort gamers' sense of worth.
It's like saying that you cannot have like a nice coffee without Starbucks overcharging. Like that we should go and like force Starbucks into charging coffees for like $3 again because the local coffee with like grandma and grandpa as the owner, they don't want to rise the prices. That's crazy. He's just a dumbass.
Why do
It's such a stupid ass take. Like you should always thrive so that everything is cheaper, because why the fuck would you want to shill out any companies? If there is a company, it means they are already rich. It's like when people are really into Nintendo and they justify that having a game, a singular cartridge for $100 is fine because it's Nintendo. No, it's fucking not. Are you crazy? Hell nah.
do people think they have the right to tell other people what they should price their game at? Like if they want to do it for $20, they should do it for $20.
Since when is the competition colleagues? Are people at Google my colleagues? Exactly. No, this is we all know what this is about. Silksong is a good game and it's objectively very cheap. And now there's a bunch of developers with a shit game who wants to price it double or even more, and now they're panicking because like, fuck. How are we going to price a shit game up that high when Silksong was $20?
And if gamers start having
It's
an expectation
crazy.
of that, I think that's fair.
Yeah, you're right. I hate this emote so much. I wish he would have just written under the statement, I hope it helps, the wilting flower emoji. That's my favorite combination. That really gets my toes tickled.
That's a good thing for the industry, but yeah, you can see how disingenuous all of this is. Someone else replies this. They got ratioed into oblivion. This user says,
I do not
know
care.
who you were until I saw this post made to Team Cherry. I will avoid anything you were.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I still have no idea who this guy is other than he's just, kind of lame. And I'm holding it back right now.
Work in the future because
Blessed
I've
flower.
never seen so much arrogance and stupidity at the same time. Get bent. And this person responds by saying, I do not care.
Someone who doesn't care would not write a reply with a period at the end that I do not care. This guy does care. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad we've established that no one cares. I don't think people are going to care about anything you create because you have this attitude and you're
Rent-free,
directly
baby.
calling out this indie team because you don't like the price of their game because they took their time and they used their resources well and kept it small.
Yeah, dude, he cared. The thing is that he posted this tweet on September 5, right? And I think I noticed it the day after. No, sorry. He posted September 1 is when he did his little retweet. I did it on September 8. This motherfucker was still checking the quote retweets 7 days after his quote retweet. Does this man seem the kind of person who wouldn't care? I don't think so. That sounds like someone who really fucking cares about it. He tweeted an hour ago too. I don't even care. You see, I don't care because I'm not going to check it. Because anything that this man says is irrelevant in my eyes, right? That's what I don't care means.
Team so they could actually justify that price point. But
Crazy.
anyways, here's some more stuff from Blue Sky.
No, not Blue Sky. How did it go wrong? I thought Blue Sky is going to be like, hey, it's like Twitter, but we don't fuck up the algo for you. And then it's just like all the crazy people or something.
This person saying, by the way, Team Cherry absolutely had the responsibility of giving a heads up about the release of Silksong and accommodating other indie devs in regards to it.
Sure. I think, You know what? I think Team Cherry should have actually sent like a low percentage to every indie devs so that they get some monetary support as well. They should have priced it at $40 and give 50% of their earnings away to other indie devs. It's their responsibility, really.
Art isn't made in a vacuum.
Yeah.
As indie devs, they are absolutely should know how hard it is for other indie devs to be visible.
Yeah.
You can't do anything right. You can't even just release a game on your own schedule at your own price. You have to accommodate other indie devs. Like, I'm sorry, this is a business.
You know what? That you have actually a good point. You're right. We have to say it's communism. We take all the earnings what Team Cherry made and we will equally distribute it between all the indie devs. You're so right. Oh my god. Yeah. True.
You're selling games. Like, if someone like
Big
Silksong, if they want to go out there with their team and sell it at this time with this much announcement beforehand at this price, that's their choice. And you know what? If it's that easy, then why don't other people do it too? I don't really know where all this entitlement comes from, but it's not really a good thing.
I have noticed it that most of the times it's just like that. Every time there is someone who fights for some random bullshit like this, they always try to play the victim, but they are also so fucking entitled that it gives me whiplash. Like, holy fucking shit, how did you get this much ego?
But
That's
as you can see, part of this is also that a lot of indie developers are now delaying their games to basically get out of the way.
I don't think, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just how life is. You don't think that for example, when Hollywood brings a big movie, you don't think that other movie creators will like wait a weekend or something before dropping theirs into the cinema? That's common fucking sense that if something big drops, you don't want to put out your product because you're going to get buried. Like, what is this dumbass take, man? It's completely normal.
Of Hollow Knight Silksong. And
that's crazy.
If that's their call, that's their call. But the amount of indie games that have jumped ship as a result. I mean, you have games like this, right? Getting a lot of traction too with their post. Almost 1 million views, 20,000 likes. I mean, they directly mention that they're pushing back their release here because...
But okay, what was it? There was something like this. Wasn't it that it was something with Final Fantasy 14 delaying something? I just don't remember. Was it because of Elden Ring? Or yeah, wasn't it like they wanted to drop the new expansion and Elden Ring came out and they were like, we are shifting it a week so that everyone can play Elden Ring and then we will drop ours or something? There was, I have like a very, very fucking vague memory. And we are talking about fucking Elden Ring versus Final Fantasy 14. And then people are losing their marbles about fucking Silksong? Like, what? Yeah, I remember that.
Of Silksong. I mean, they directly mention it. I appreciate their honesty, but they're one of many, many, many indie games that are doing this exact same thing. All pretty much directly mentioning Silksong.
Is that a girl? Is that a boy? Why does she have a bulge? It has titties. She has titties, but there's a bulge. Fanboy? Yes? It has... She has tits, but also has... That's a big bulge, brother. That's very defined. As a professional female drawer, I will tell you that's a very nice bulge over there.
Silksong as the reason they're doing this, and other people would react again, expressing this message that Silksong's 2-week PR push has done some damage to other indie studios, and that they didn't think about the impact this would have on other indies and their marketing, and it's a bummer.
They are just so insensitive. How dare they be so good and not think about all the mediocre people who are trying to put out something for much more expensive? Oh my god.
that they hope is not replicated.
That's crazy.
Again, I mean, we've beaten this to death at this point.
Wow,
The fact that there's so much...
Yeah, bro, it's like, was 7 years of development not enough of heads up that this game is coming out eventually? Like, how much do you need? That's like the longest foreplay ever known to mankind. What the fuck? It's just like, sorry, go back for 3 more years. We are not ready yet.
Pettiness and animosity towards Silksong and Team Cherry for just releasing this game in the way they saw fit. I don't know what to tell you at this point. That was their choice and it paid off for them. They don't have a responsibility to other indie devs. Like that's just, I'm sorry, this is not...
What happened to humanity? I swear, it wasn't this bad. Humanity wasn't this sensitive back then. We weren't bitching. Or maybe we were bitching, but we didn't have Twitter. You know, we were just bitching to the corner or something. I don't know. We gave these people a voice. Why? What have we done? Why? Thinly disguised fetish? I'm not into it. No, thank you.
Everyone getting around singing Kumbaya and doing what's best for one another. It's a business. And they had to do what they thought was best for their products. But this is the perfect one to end the video on. This person says, I can't be the only one who thinks it's kind of effed up for Silksong to reveal its release date so late. Like, man, you're indie developers. You should understand.
Bro, how dare you? Oh, I'm sorry. You only gave us, what, like 20-something days? Yeah, no. Heartless bastards. That's crazy.
Understand the struggle that studios go through. Another user says, which studio will be brave enough to say, Silksong can suck my balls, we're not moving?
Bro.
And the original poster says, I pirate Silksong and buy 10 copies of whatever game does this.
You pirate Silksong. Why? Wait, so you do want to play it? If you really hate it, then don't even look at it. Don't think about it. You know what this reminds me of? When people buy a bunch of merchandise just so that they can set it on fire. And it's like, oh yeah, I showed that company real good. Look at that. I set that shit on fire.
That. So much for supporting indie developers. The second they do something you don't like, you're going to pirate their game and buy 10 copies of whatever other game out there tries to stick it to them. Amazing stuff. Not too surprising to see this sort of response on Twitter. But this whole thing has been interesting and success well-deserved with Hollow Knight Silksong. I don't think anyone was too shocked to see the numbers this game is pulling. I mean, maybe it's a little more than some people expected, but I think everyone knew it was going to get hundreds of thousands of in-game players at any sort of peak point. And this is very impressive stuff. And another
10 out of 10 game. I am never playing it because I love myself. I'm sorry. I don't want to have clinical depression.
Indie game showing what the industry should be about. Getting some reasonable price games out there. Something fun and something people can, well, just enjoy without breaking their wallets.
Imagine local supermarkets calling each other out on Twitter because one made a sale before consulting the other. That's
a good point. Bro, imagine that like there is Halloween and they are putting the discount on the candies and it's like fucking Walmart just adds at Target that Target, how fucking dare you put a 70% discount? We only planned the 50%, but now you're strong arming us into putting a 70%. You didn't even give us a heads up.
This should serve as a lesson for a lot of people in the industry, especially the AAA side of the industry who has lost their way in many regards, spending insane amounts of money to make
My Milky Way mistress. See all these miserable people?
I am.
Took a lot of effort to find them, or maybe the ratio of them is higher. All the happy people are playing Silksong Kek.
That's true. Okay, I'm not sure if the players are happy. Like I saw a lot of butt sweat and suffering of the people who are playing it, but I'm sure they feel satisfied to like a little, yeah.
When they are completely undone by a team of 3 devs. Many such cases. But anyways, that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics.
I'm just glad that I could put my personal feelings to this. That guy was such a potato, man. The highest of the potatoes. the withering rose thingy.